Good morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I'm Jason DeRusha. Nice to see you. Welcome to CBS News Minnesota Morning Update. Glad to have you aboard. Windy out there right now. Let's get you up to date on your next weather, Twin Cities forecast. And there is a chance for scattered showers today. You can tell it's so cloudy out there and still feels kind of soupy, doesn't it? A little humid, but the winds are just like, I should see if I can find... You know, I probably should have asked Riley to put this up, but he was showing this wind map today. Holy moly. It is really, here we go. Here's the wind speed. Right now, yeah, look at this. 17 miles an hour in the Twin Cities. That's sort of calm compared to before. We've seen some major wind. And that is the story of the morning, the wind. There will be that chance of a shower perhaps, but there you go. There's your forecast for today. And how about, you want to see 7 days? There you go. There it is. No charge. I did that for free for you guys. Below average all week, but kind of chill, you know. Next chance for precipitation is Saturday. So that'll be fun. Bring that on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be going to my 25th college reunion this weekend. My gosh. I don't feel old enough, but actually my back pain does say, yes, you are old enough to be going to your 25th college reunion. This weekend, maybe the back pain is because I was doing the old squat and dig, the old plant in the garden. Yep. And I loved it. We planted the garden. We planted some flowers. New survey out of the UK shows that gardeners are more likely to be happy compared to people who don't garden. They're also more likely to say they did worthwhile things. So our question to you, does gardening make you happy? Do you feel happier as a gardener? And gardening can be all sorts of different things, right? Maybe it's an herb garden. Did you plant your garden? What'd you put in your garden? What are you growing? We always struggle with what to grow. We've done like cucumbers and zucchini, and they just take over the whole thing. And then you're left with 1 million pounds of cucumbers. Too much. So let us know, does gardening make you happy? Gardening does make me happy. Weeding, less happy. Although just being outside and getting your fingernails dirty and getting in it, I think it's good. So let us know what you think, and we'll share your feedback coming up. Today, it's a small Minnesota community that's going to be cleaning up major damage from a powerful tornado. Man, Forada, the damage here is just, it's astonishing. It really is. The view from Drone 4 really paints the picture. And I mean, it didn't take long for the Weather Service to say, yep, this was a tornado. You can see the rotation of the way the trees were wiped out. Some of these lakefront properties just destroyed as well. The fire chief there was telling us about 100 buildings were destroyed. And wow, look at that tree just smashing that house. Massive tree right into that home. The family was inside, Pauline Lee is reporting, and luckily they made it out unharmed. There are about 160 full-time residents of Forada, but the population does grow as kind of this, I think the fire chief was calling them resorters, the people who come up for the summer. But hopefully some of those folks were not there when this happened, but everybody seemed to be okay. We had great advance warning of this storm. The Next Weather team, Lisa Meadows, live on the air and streaming yesterday, just doing a terrific job trying to keep our friends and neighbors safe. High winds from that storm took down a lot of trees. This is from Stalker Lake Golf Course. They posted this video on Facebook. Look at the fairway there. It's just, wow, tree after tree just blown over. This is just the southeast of Fergus Falls, and obviously the golf course is closed until further notice to get all of this cleaned up. Here in the metro, tree damage, yep, you're going to hear about it. You'll see it. You'll probably, you know, if you're biking, you may run into it. Our assignment manager, Guy Still, I saw, posted a photo of a limb down on his path. That tree snapping outside a house in Maple Grove. XL Energy crews on the scene because, you know, when tree limbs come down, they tend to come down on power lines. And so there were a lot of people without power. And here this morning, as of 7 this morning, there were about 5,500 people without power. So Kirsten Mitchell was our reporter out on the scene last night, getting all of that coverage. I got an email this morning from one of my, do you use like these gas price tracking apps? I use one of them, Gas Buddy, and then I use another one to get like, you get 10 cents a gallon. It's called Upside is that app. So I got the email today that said the price at Costco in Maple Grove is over $4 a gallon, which that was like, whoa, Costco's at $4 a gallon. Everywhere else you've seen like the $4.19, $4.29. Here, feel good. This is reason 472 that you should be happy you don't live in Los Angeles. $8.05 a gallon. And that was for regular, right? The diesel was more than $9 a gallon. Obviously, diesel $9.19. I mean, at this point, you may as well go Supreme, right? If regular is $8.05 and Supreme is $8.09, I mean, what the heck? You may as well treat yourself. Get that high octane. Or are you trying to save 4 cents a gallon at $8? Woof. I don't know if this is the regular price in LA or if our affiliate just found like, the Bobby and Steve's equivalent, the downtown. $6.15 is the average, so this place maybe ran out of gas and was jacking up the price to pace it out. Who knows? Thank you, Chris, for that information. That's $6. I feel that makes a little more sense. $6 something. Still, though, $6 a gallon. Here in Minnesota, we're paying $4.24 a gallon this morning. In Wisconsin, a little more. Taxes are different. $4.43 a gallon is the price there. I think this is so cool. Cruise ships are back in Duluth. Here's the thing. A lot of people love to go on cruises. I've never been on one. I'm sort of curious. The first place on my list of desired cruise destinations is, strangely, Duluth, Minnesota. Yeah, you think about a luxurious cruise, you're like, where I want to go? Duluth, and then I want to go to Bayport, and then I want to go to Sault Ste. Marie. And they're like, really? That's where you're going on a cruise? I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. Boy, think of the stories you could tell of the beautiful shores of Duluth, the rocky coast of Lake Superior, the summertime temperatures busting into the lower 70s. Kind of memories to last a lifetime, and that's what happened for this cruise ship that went into Duluth yesterday morning. First in 10 years. This is a Great Lakes tour. They have to go through customs, all the same. They had to set up customs at the Duluth Convention Center, which is kind of a pretty area. Anyway, through Sault Ste. Marie. There it is again. That's fun. They're going to do 9 of these cruise ships will arrive in the Duluth Harbor this summer. So pretty good. Have you been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial? I don't know who to cheer for. It's a sad story all the way around. And frankly, I hope that regular people who are involved in a scary situation, in a domestic violence situation, that they don't look at this and think this is what will happen if you come forward. Because this thing has just been a train wreck. So this defamation trial all started with that op-ed. Amber Heard, during the Me Too era, wrote an op-ed, and she said, I am the victim of domestic assault. And she described herself as a survivor. And she didn't mention Johnny Depp, but obviously she was talking about Johnny Depp. And so Depp sued for defamation. Amber Heard countersued. It's an absolute train wreck, and the jury will have the case. They've got it, and so we'll see how long it takes for them to make up their mind. I have been lucky enough to see the Mona Lisa in person, and I sort of thought she was giving me the eyes, settle down, Mona. She got caked, which is a thing, I guess. Some goof nut who was dressed up as an old lady in a wheelchair. This guy threw cake at the painting. It was like, ha-ha. But the people at the Louvre have glass in front of the painting, protecting it so it wasn't damaged. Look at all these people with their cell phone cameras. I mean, that's a pretty crazy thing to see. Part of seeing the Mona Lisa that stinks is that there are bazillion, and first of all, let me just say nothing about it stinks. If you're at the Louvre and you're in Paris, you're doing good. But there are a bazillion people in front of this one painting. And it's not as big as you might think it is. It's like a normal sort of portrait-size painting. And so there that happened. Whatever. Kind of goofy. All right. Somebody gonna cake me, you think? I mean, and this just shows like how hungry I am right now. Like seeing that video just actually makes me want cake. I don't know. All right, we're talking about gardening. Let's get a little healthier. Let's hear about vegetables. Cindy loves gardening. Oh, I want to plant strawberries. When I was a kid, my mom had like this tiered tower. It was like 3 tiers and had strawberries on it. Fresh tomatoes, best off the vine, no doubt. Picking asparagus, watching flowers bloom. Let me give you a little advice. Don't ever plant mint. I planted mint probably a decade ago, and now it is completely covering one side of my house. So a lot of you have been wondering, what's DeRusha going to do after he leaves TV? Finally, I will open my mint stand at the farmer's market. It's going to be very lucrative. A lot of money in mint is what I'm hearing. Thanks, Cindy. It's very relaxing, yeah. Lorna, right now, stressed. My garden isn't reassembled. Oh, gosh. Lorna, I was messing with my raised garden. I've got like one of these square foot gardens, but she bought a 10 by 40. That's probably about the size my raised garden is. And kind of over the years, the dirt expands, and so the wood doesn't quite fit together as nicely as it should. Got to get those seedlings in. Yeah, Lorna. We've sort of been a late planting season, right? Because it was so cold. Yeah, we just did it this weekend. And then you start the clock 60 to 70 days before those tomatoes are ready. It's going to be a bit. Thanks, Lorna. Backyard gardening does not make me happy. I don't do bugs and dirt, plus everything I plant dies. Backyard gardening may not be for you. Nope, that's fine. Maybe buying produce makes you happy. That's not a bad solution. Thanks, Becca. Here's Holly. Good morning. Gardening makes me very happy. So relaxing. Watching something you grow. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel wonderful inside. Yeah, me too. This is especially fun when my kids were little, because we had them pick out kind of vegetables to plant, and then they would eat it right off the vine because it was their plant, and they thought that was cool. So pretty good. Yeah, I think I have a picture of little Seth like just chomping a zucchini right off the vine. Jackie, gardening does make me happy. Oh, taking this year off to recover because of some surgery, so next year you can hit it hard. Yeah, you still got to plant those flower pots, but at least you don't have to maintain those as well, right, Jackie? Can't go cold turkey and give it up. Good. Hope you recover and you can get that garden going strong next year for sure. The rain did the garden some good for sure. So hopefully everybody's garden made it out all right, and hopefully everybody's safe. Didn't get too much storm damage yesterday. We'll have total coverage throughout the day on CBS News Minnesota. We are your only local streaming news source, probably because everybody else in town watches this thing and they're like, you know what, we're going to pass. Like, we don't, we'll just leave this to CCO. We'll see you tomorrow morning.